Hey everyone, it is day 7 and I wanted to do a quick update on how everything is doing. Um, Moving a little slower today. I had a shower not too long ago, so I'm pretty sore. I haven't taken any pain medication today, so the rewrapping and everything kind of hurts sometimes. So I'm gonna kind of quickly go through everything, I guess from least painful or problematic to the most problematic. Right here. Um, so really quick, today is Sunday. I had surgery last Monday, so it's day 7. Um, Breast augmentation, arm lift, thigh lift, and liposuction in a couple spots in my abdomen. So the least problematic or painful has been my breast augmentation. I did not get a breast lift, I just got an augmentation. My breasts were pretty deflated from having lost 100 pounds after I had my gastric sleeve surgery last year. Um, I don't have, so obviously I don't have any stitches or anything on the nipple. I just have the stitches that go down here. They get sore now and again, but for the most part, I forget they're there, so not an issue at all. My arms, I have longer than normal scar or suture line, I guess, because he had to kind of reshape my arm. My arm attached like really low, so he kind of had to reshape that whole area. And for Phyllis, this is for you if you're watching. For the most part, my arms feel okay. I do have them wrapped in ace bandages under this, or in bandages under my compression garment, because when I purchased this, the doctor said it was still too loose on my arm, and I'm not going to buy another one because I can't imagine I'm going to be wearing this much longer. So, this part of the stitch line is feeling pretty good. It's a little itchy, but I can't say there is much pain. I am still having the soreness in this area. My stitches go to down about here, again, because he had to reshape that area. And it just hurts if I move my arm too much or if I lift it up too high, just in my armpit area. When I showered, everything looked nice and clean. There wasn't any blood or anything on the gauze or anything coming out, because sometimes you still have a little bit of blood that comes out. So that is my arms. My left arm is still significantly more sore than the right arm. Like I have much more motion with this one, even putting my arm up, but with my left one, not so much. It's just the delicate one. So there's that. With my stomach and the liposuction, it wasn't that much, and it was kind of in my lower belly and on my hips. So, excuse me, that's just pretty much the standard burn that you get when you have lipo. It's getting better. It's still mostly sore in the mornings. After you've slept or you've been in the same position for a long time and you get up, it's gonna burn, So let's talk about my thigh lift. So when you have a thigh lift, obviously they do the surgery, they cut you pretty far down your leg, and then it comes up all the way into your groin or into your bikini line, and then up a little bit into there. So after the first night, the tape and gauze and everything that they had put like really high up in here came off. Like it was really bloody and super saturated and stuff, and it came off. So the next day, the doctor said that he, before he sent me home, that he preferred not to put anything back on it because that's where you drain. I don't have any drains, so that's where you drain. So he didn't want to put anything back on there that was going to block that in any way. Okay, so I drained for a few days and then it started to get better, but again, stitches were exposed. So what happened yesterday? Well, yesterday I finally went to the bathroom. Yay! I swear I heard angels sing, you guys. However, from sitting on the toilet and just trying to go do the bathroom thing and not pull on anything, I did pull on something, and I started to bleed from my stitches on this side. So I called my doctor's office and I sent him pictures, and he said that that's okay, you know, that the stitches looked okay. It is a very interesting thing when you take pictures, or you're trying to take pictures of your stitches, but you know, it's like your hoo-ha and pictures, and you're just like, oh, that's what it looks like. Okay. Anyway, I trimmed it, so I didn't send my doctor those pictures. I didn't. Um, he said it was okay, and then he said, well, put some gauze on it, and then if you know, wrap them or figure out a way to keep them on there. And he just suggested, you know, even if I have band-aids, just kind of put some band-aids across. So I happen to have this cloth medical tape. So I was like, all right, I'll just use that. So I put a piece of gauze, you know, all the way up into, you know, my bikini line. And then I put some pieces of that tape across to hold it in place. What I didn't realize is that because your skin is pulled in so tight, it is super delicate all the way around, not just where your stitches are, all the way around. So last night, I was having a lot of soreness on this side, but it wasn't from the stitch line. It was coming from my thigh. So I didn't really want to mess with it too much. I knew I was going to be showering this morning, so I was like, all right, whatever it is, I'll check it in the morning. And so this morning when I went to take off that gauze and that tape, this leg came off just fine. You know what I mean? It was tight on there, but it came off. And when I pulled off this side, I had 3 like strips of the tape holding on the gauze. When I pulled off the top one, and it's like right around here, it pulled off like 2 inches of the top layer of my skin with it. Holy crap. That hurt so bad, I thought I was going to pass out. Like, I had to hold on to my mom because it hurt so bad. So I still had to shower. So she had these like huge band-aids. So I ended up putting like this huge band-aid bandage thing on it. It still stung like hell because obviously water's getting into it, but at least I wasn't touching it directly. Showering was okay. I was able to wash pretty freely. I was going to take some pictures, but by the time I was done with my shower, I was pretty sore. I mean, I could move around to bathe, but my stitch lines, all of them, everything was sore. So I was like, you know what? I'll get the pictures next time. So sorry, Phyllis. I promise I will get pictures of the arm stuff for you next time. I will do my best to get them next time. So what I ended up doing, I promise I'm washing these pants. I feel like I'm wearing these pants in every video. Instead of putting that tape this time, I had some more gauze. So I wrapped the top part of my leg in gauze, you know, and I put a bunch of bacitracin. The doctor said, you know, not bacitracin. Yeah, bacitracin, neosporin, same thing on that. And on the part where I ripped off my skin, I put the antibiotic ointment, again, neosporin, and another one of those like big band-aid things because, oh my God, just to look at it hurt. I can't even describe like how much that hurt. Even now, like it's just throbbing. So I wrapped the top part, and then on the bottom, my ace bandages that I had before. So let me tell you, when you have a medial thigh lift, please be prepared to sit a lot. When they told me that I would not be able to get around easily for 4 to 6 weeks, I was like, oh, come on. Yeah, right. I believe. I mean, I'm only it's day 7, and if I move around, like walk back and forth too much, I'm immediately sore right here. One of the times that I sat down in my recliner, I felt quite a pull from one of the sides. I immediately got up and I went to the bathroom and I checked to make sure there was no blood, because at this point there really shouldn't be bleeding from my stitches. Even though the doctor said yesterday it was okay, that not to do that anymore. So thankfully there was no bleeding. But it is quite the recovery. He will have me going into my Spanx probably when I see him Tuesday, which is fine. However, he did say it jokingly when I saw him after surgery that no one has yet to create the proper garment for a thigh lift. I can't wear any underwear because, again, I have stitches right in my bikini line. So whatever I wear is going to be uncomfortable. So let's see, anything other than that, the weirdness, or not really, just the craziness with the legs and how extremely careful I have to be every time I get up and sit down. It's almost like I have to focus so much on this area and keeping it clean and not pulling on it, and making sure that when I am moving around on the couch that I'm not like sliding, you have to like lift your butt and then move. That I've almost forgotten about everything else. Like if I hadn't done this, I'd be more hyper aware of my arms, or maybe the little bit of soreness I have under here. But thigh lifts, no joke. Like, I don't know if I would have changed my mind knowing the recovery. I probably still would have done it, but I probably would have been a little more prepared. So thankfully, I don't have to go back to work till August 31st. It's August 9th today, so I am able to work remotely. So that's going to be really good because they really don't want me moving around, and I don't want that either. Because you have to remember, the skin is really delicate. It does move around every time you get up and sit down and walk. So even if my stitches are a little more healed, let's say 2 weeks out, I apparently can still split that seam. And I definitely don't want to do that. So I hear a thunderstorm rolling in, so it's about to get really noisy outside. Anyways, so day 7, post-op. I hope this information helped. If you have any questions for me, please post below and I'll get to them. I'll either respond in the comments or I'll cover it in my next video. And for you guys who responded about the post-op blues that I had yesterday after I had that annoying conversation with someone, thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. So if you are having this journey, I'm so excited for you, and I hope that you get everything that you want from it. So everyone, have a great Sunday and keep leveling up. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.